In less than 2 months, Cameroon will join 31 other nations from 6 confederations the world over in the grandiose football gathering to be hosted by Qatar between November and December this year. As the event draws nearer, fans and pundits have been picking their favorite teams, with the FIFA ranking serving to many of them as a handy yardstick to determine which side is stronger than the other. If we have to go by that tendency, then it means Cameroon are in danger, considering their position, 28th out of the 32 teams qualified for the World Cup. Nevertheless, there is always room for surprises. I spoke to Afese Apong, sports writer.
It's not really an encouraging factor for Cameroon going into the World Cup out of the top 40, though they are still in the top 50. But then it already give Cameroonians that kind of negative thought and making them to write Cameroon off, when you look at Cameroon, who are going to participate in the same group alongside Brazil, who happen to topping the FIFA ranking going into the World Cup, the likes of Sweden and Serbia, who are well ranked in the classifications. It gives just enough reason for people to write off the indomitable lions of Cameroon. But then we should be hoping that Cameroon can, why not spring a surprise in the competition. It's always very difficult when you play a country that is coming to the competition like the underdogs or the dark horses. We talk of dark horses, nothing much is known about them. Underdogs, when you don't really expect much from them, and the spring a surprise. So I think that's what we should be expecting.
Let's talk about this drop in the FIFA ranking of October 6. Cameroon slumping from the 38th to the 43rd position. What do you think caused it?
I think the reasons why the indomitable lions of Cameroon have dropped places on the FIFA ranking are very clear, and we all expected that to happen. When you look at the recent run of games for the indomitable lions, their performance was not really convincing enough, suffering a defeat against Uzbekistan and another one against South Korea in the last international friendly games. Obviously, Coach Rigobert Song Bahana and his boys were definitely going to drop down.
We all understand Rigobert Song is trying to come up with that steady team for the World Cup. Do you already picture what his starting squad would look like?
Well, I think for now it's really difficult for you to say what the starting 11 for Cameroon really looks like. We've seen changes recently. Before the last 2 international friendly games, we've always known that the centre-back pairing of Cameroon has always been Michael Gade-Gadji alongside Jean-Charles Castelito, Andre Onana at goal, Fai Collins at right back, Nuhu Tolo at left back. But then we've seen Nicolas Golo, who came in paired with Jean-Charles Castelito at the centre back. And we can only start predicting Rigobert Song's starting 11 if he makes known his team for the FIFA World Cup. But for now, that has not been done. The likes of Andre Frank Zambo Anguissa were left out of the last 2 international friendlies, but I think those are players who can easily come back and find their way into the team, giving their recent run of form. The coach is definitely going to have lots of options to pick his starting 11 from. But I think for now, it's really difficult for us to say who is going to be in the starting 11. It gives you a certain degree of competitiveness in the team, and I think it's just the players who are going to merit their place in the starting 11 that are going to be given a chance by Coach Rigobert Song Bahana.
This is where we come to the end of today's episode of the podcast. For presentation, I have been Joe Pavel Nyoisuli. Same name on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Find me there. It's goodbye for now.